なんとかなったみてえだな。畳みかける。これがスーパーサイヤ人3だ。
Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. Now we're going to be jumping in game just so we can take a look at what CABBA and Kale Caulifla attack switch look like, as well as the new equipment in this PvP reset. Let's quickly just jump right into it, scrolling all the way to the bottom, starting with UI Sign. With these guys being transformation characters, I'm expecting them to have really good stats. Everyone remembers when the Revival Gohan dropped several years ago. That guy just had monstrous stats, and that guy pretty much set the tone. Let us see if they decide to maintain the same thing. Maximum stats. Do keep in mind that this is factoring in the arts boost system, and of course, very good looking stats. The one thing that I do notice though is his HP stat is actually quite low. 14 stars, 2.4 million. No doubt this is because they know that this guy has very tricky evasive maneuvers, so no shock at all there. But yeah, UI Goku looking interesting. Another thing, I noticed that they didn't talk about the held cards that these characters bring. They went out their way to say, hey, we're going to now have support bench characters. The cards that are in their hands start influencing your deck. I figured they'd talk about that. And for these guys, it looks like you get a 10% damage inflicted buff for either strike or blast cards for 10 counts. That's very, very powerful. It really is. So that's good to know out of UI Goku. Now for our friend, Vegeta. Let's see what Vegeta's looking like. It sounds like they made this guy more defensive. I got that impression. 200% damage guard and the like. Yeah, his stats are not as high as UI Goku. You'll notice that his main offensive stat is nowhere near the 300s. But what you will notice is he has 200k more when it comes to his max HP. Vegeta is the guy that is meant to tank a little bit more. He does have that disrupt with the killing in 2 cards and healing 10% of his health when he gets hit. But more importantly, this guy has 200% damage guard. So he's going to be a very tanky boy. I assume held card. Damn. They're just normal. I would have thought they'd be healing in some way. Alright, that's fine to know. Vegeta's looking good. CABBA. He's a ranged red Saiyan with support-like abilities, as well as having the Tree of Might Goku-like cover nullification. Being able to re-earn your cover null when you use a card and your opponent is at a certain HP threshold is actually pretty powerful, because you can disregard Super Saiyan 4 Goku taking away your buff because you will earn it before your opponent has an opportunity to disrupt you, aka go to Super Saiyan 4 Goku to cover change you, or go to Do or Ku or anybody. This guy will be one of those characters that can help deal with that. And no surprise, this guy is a little bit squishy, 2.3 million HP. Stats are even, not bad. Defenses are a little bit low as well, because remember, this is factoring in the arts boost system, so his stats are a little bit buffed up on that front. Cards he's bringing, just a damage inflicted blast card, that's fine. Strike is normal. Blast, he restores ki. Blue card, turn flip attack. On activation, 30% blue card damage while canceling attribute downgrades, and on hit, lower ally subcount. Pretty good. Green card, get 30 ki, 15% blast damage. When you hit, get a card. Strike and blast arts cost -3, nullify cover change, and ally support. Other ally damage plus 15%. That's pretty good. And it's chainable. That's really nice. Supportive abilities. Main ability, transform to Super Saiyan 2. Draw special arts next. Heal 15%. 40 ki. 20% damage guard penetration. That's really strong. Cancel attribute downgrades under normal conditions. Allies heal by 20%. All enemy health restore -20%. Cannot speak. 230% damage with 30% additional blast. 160% damage guard, already way above Demon King Piccolo. 60% key recovery, level 1 cardio speed. On entry, heal 10%. Ki plus 30, nullify ally of normal conditions up to 2 times. Happens 3 times. That's really strong. We already know that because the current meta right now is of normal conditions and all this other stuff just to stop your combos. Enemy ki -30. Weakening of all their moves by 15%, and enemy health restoration down by 20%. If the enemy health is 50% or above, he draws a blast card, gets 30% damage with level 2 cardio speed, and nullifies cover change. That's really strong. If he's on the field and the enemy switches, he gets 30 ki. 15% more damage, and he goes type neutral, and ally subcal -1, very strong. When he uses an arts card, he gets 5 ki and 5% damage buff to allies, uncancelable. While not defeated and another ally uses a card, he gets 5% more damage and 5% more blue card damage. While he's not defeated and the enemy activates a Ultimate Awaken Arts or Rising Rush, subcount -6, cancel enemy buff effects. There it is. There it is. Super Saiyan Blue Evolved Vegeta, Endurance with no buff removal. MUI Goku, Endurance with no buff removal. The big question is, where are they expecting the buff removal to be with CABBA? Lowering his subcount by 6 and taking away buff effects, very valuable, very valuable. Cover change against the strike Chinwoo with the blue. Yeah, I was saying CABBA kind of feels like a very valuable character. It feels like a very valuable character for this team. I'm not surprised. Post transformation main ability: destroy 2 cards to draw a green and a blue, heal 30%, get 50 ki, 30% damage. Nullify endurance, nullify attribute downgrades, and all enemy health restore -20%. Again, this guy he just screams he's meant to really hurt Daima. Taking away all ally health restoration, constantly restacking his cover nullification. The opponent swapping really buffs up CABBA with ki and cards and whatnot. And remember, if your opponent is swapping out, odds are they're still going to be above 50% HP. So what does that mean for CABBA? He still has cover null, he still has cards, he still has combo potential. So he's really just meant to be a guy that really punishes Daima. Not to mention, he goes type neutral for a couple counts, aka if they go to Super Saiyan 4 Goku, you'll be fine. You'll be able to combo against them. So really good. Post transformation passives, it all looks to be the same. Oh, no, there are some changes. It's actually right here. When on the battlefield an enemy switches, he gets 30 ki, 15% damage, type neutral for 3 counts, and ally subcount -1 2 times. But now on arts cost use, he gets 10 ki, 10% damage up to 40%, crit rate plus 5%, and other ally damage buffs. That's really good. Having the crit rate and more stacking of damage really strong. I think Kava's going to be a pretty valuable character. Now, for Kale and Caulifla, they said that they are a defensive character. We know that, I think it's the Kale side. If she gets hit, she takes away buffs. And on the Caulifla side, she has the Disrupt. I think that's what it was. Let's see. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Cards are what? 30% more Q recovery cards, really good. Standard strike with blast armor, blast card, blue card on activation, 30% blue card damage, all enemy health restore -50%. When the blue card is enhanced, switch gauge plus 60% with 40% blue card damage, uncancelable. Green card, draw card, heal plus 15%, 50 ki, enhances the next blue card or green card. Enhance next switch ability. Next activated Caulifla strike arts damage plus 60%. Next activated blast arts Kale damage plus 60%? What? Alright. Alright, as Caulifla, your main ability will tank switch you to Kale. You go green. Heal 10%, damage card plus 20%, which cannot be stacked. Cancel attribute downgrades under normal conditions. Really strong against Daima. You beat up Ku a little bit, you beat up Do, and you pop this first life. Guess what? You're inflicted with paralysis, just tag switch. Wipe it away. Swipe it away. Be clean. When the switch ability is enhanced, switch gauge plus 60%. Nullify damage received, disadvantage. They really should just say type neutral, but 20 counts of type neutral and all enemy subcount plus 2. Really good. 260% damage inflicted with 150% damage guard. 60% Kiva recovery, level 1 card draw speed, -10 to strike and blue card cost by 10. Ally Universe Rep or Girls damage inflicted plus 15%. Ally Universe Rep or Girls subcount on switch -1. On tag switch or entry, draw a card if you have 3 or fewer, get 40 ki, 20% strike damage. Nullify cover change on tag switch, which is good. Destroy 1 enemy card. On card use, ally strike damage plus 10%. All enemy draw speed -1. When you're hit, destroy a card to draw a green card. Switch gauge plus 30%, health restore plus 40. Kale's damage plus 10%, uncancelable 6 times. Kale blast special move cost -1. Cancel enemy attribute upgrades and buff effects. Okay, so it's the Caulifla side that has the Super Saiyan 4 Goku effect. Take away all your buffs so that you can now be cover changed. If health is 50% or below, destroy a card to draw a green. Switch gauge plus 60%, ally subcount -6, destroy 3 enemy cards, take away 50 ki, -1 Dragon Ball, and plus all enemy subcount +2, and seal all main abilities. AKA, I'm going to disrupt the crap out of you, and I'm not going to afford you the opportunity to switch to a different character because you're not going to be locked in. AKA, a dead shot removal of combo potential. Good. Going to the Kale side, I think it's all the same. Yeah, blue card is the same. Green card is the same, except no, that's the same too. Kale side, switching to Caulifla, you go to element yellow, heal 10%, 20% damage guard, so that's all the same. Let's see, on tag switch for battlefield entry, draw a card, 40 ki, 20% blast damage, cover null for 5 counts, enemy ki -25. That's the same. That is the same as well, except now she's going to be buffing Caulifla's damage when she's hit. And she has a disrupt as well. Okay. I'm surprised. The disrupt is not shared between the two. It's one for each person. It's just like Trunks and Vegeta, the LF. There's a 50% HP disrupt on the Trunks side and one on the Vegeta side. It's not shared. It's good. They look all right. Next, we know that we have the unique equip for Goku and Frieza. Let's see. We got a couple equips, actually. Let's start with you. This is the unique equip. Okay. 15% max HP, 70% to both defenses, 15% to health restore, and 50% to damage guard. Yeah, I was saying this. I was talking to Gresh about this. Their philosophy going forward is we want to make characters have higher multipliers, pull back on their their technicalities in order to sort of stop the one-man army characters. But when they want to give old characters Zenkai Awakenings or unique equips, how does that philosophy play in? Will Goku and Frieza see a tremendous amount of damage guard? Will they see some disruptive capabilities beyond what they have? Are they going to make them super powerful? Who knows? It looks like 50% damage guard is definitely them trying to bring them up to the tanky side, but they're never going to be close. I don't think any LF, Zenkai, or unique equip is going to put them beyond 120%. I think that 150 and beyond is reserved to new characters now. 30% damage inflicted, 70% to both offenses, and 30% to blue card damage is very strong. The following effects occur on battlefield entry. Switch gauge plus 40%, that's good, because the Frieza side is going to be the side with the cover null. The following effects occur on tag switch. Draw a card if you have 3 or fewer. Unique gauge plus 20. Very helpful because guess what? If these guys had... not having any method of restoring your unique gauge would be pretty painful. Shorten subcount by 1 when another battle member is hit with an enemy's arts attack. Count shared between Goku and Frieza. Okay, there's no like cover null on entry. They want you to earn it exclusively with the rapid tag switches, which is fine. Goku and Frieza is one of those characters where you really want to tag switch between Goku and Frieza because there's permanent damage inflicted, crit rate, and I believe blue card damage buffs and cost decreases that exist for both of them. So you really want to go through that. So it seems all right. We'll have to see how well that plays in game, but looks okay. Looks like a unique equip for double defense, max HP. Okay, that's fine. One for Vegeta. Strike defense, double offense with double pure defense. If tag universe rep other than this character is a battle member, okay. And I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, it's nothing too crazy. Although this is a powerful unique equip. We'll have to see how much it helps out Goku and Frieza though. 30% damage inflicted, right? What is that looking like for you guys? What does that look like for you guys? So 90% there, 50% there. Okay. 2 tag switches, another 50 with the 30 and the damage inflicted off those cards. I mean, okay. I mean, it powered them up, but is it enough? I don't know. I don't know, especially when you consider the fact that they would be at 110% damage guard. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see in game. I think Goku and Frieza with Goku and Vegeta will be very difficult to deal with because of how easy it is for them to overlap Zenkai buffs. One's purple, one's blue. One of them is blue and purple. And guess what? Blue Saiyan Zenkai buffers, purple Saiyan Zenkai buffers, easy peasy. Tons of overlap right there. So super easy juiced up team with all the universe rep buffs from the equipment and whatever. Gonna be kind of painful. Either way, I think that's pretty much everything. Not discussing the banners themselves, but we'll just talk about that during the summon videos. Well, either way, let me know in the comment section below what you think. But I think we're in for a treat with the power of these characters. But until next time, guys, peace.